What does it mean to punish someone for a crime they've committed? Is punishment about revenge or rehabilitation? And how does the United States justice system compare to the ideas of one of the most controversial philosophers of the 19th century? In this video, I'll explore Friedrich Nietzsche's views on punishment, as outlined in his book The Genealogy of Morals. We will also discuss Nietzsche's critique of the U.S. justice system as the ultimate form of punishment, due to its power to both punish and ignore certain crimes. According to Nietzsche, punishment should not simply be about inflicting pain or retribution, but should aim to transform the offender into a better person. In The Genealogy of Morals, he writes that the object of criminal justice is to make the criminal better and wiser. Nietzsche believed that punishment should be used as a tool for social improvement, not merely as a means of satisfying a thirst for revenge. He suggested that punishment can have a positive effect on the offender by helping him overcome his beastly impulses and become more civilized. One of the key themes in Nietzsche's views on punishment is the idea of punishment as a form of education. He believed that punishment could be a transformative experience, leading to the personal growth and moral improvement of the criminal. As he writes in The Genealogy of Morals, punishment is the way by which society protects itself against individuals who have become harmful, and how it seeks to reform them by education. By framing punishment as a form of education, Nietzsche was able to argue that the ultimate goal of punishment should be to teach individuals how to become better members of society. Another important aspect of Nietzsche's views on punishment is the role of the community. He believed that punishment should be a communal affair, with the community taking an active role in shaping the behavior of its members. As he writes in The Genealogy of Morals, punishment must be educational and not vindictive. It must aim at the future, not at the past, and should proceed not from personal hate or vengeance, but from the higher, impersonal consciousness of the community. By emphasizing the role of community in shaping behavior, Nietzsche was able to argue that punishment should be seen as a way of preserving the health and well-being of the community as a whole. So how does Nietzsche's view on punishment compare to the United States justice system? The U.S. government justice system is built on the presumption of innocence, meaning that an individual is innocent until proven guilty. This is in stark contrast to Nietzsche's view that punishment should be used to transform offenders. The U.S. system focuses primarily on punishment rather than rehabilitation or transformation. Nietzsche very likely would have argued that the United States justice system perpetuates a culture of punishment and control rather than one of education and transformation. He believed that punishment is often used as a means of exerting power and control over the weak. Nietzsche saw punishment as a tool for the powerful to maintain their dominance over others. He wrote in The Genealogy of Morals, "The decisive means for the maintenance of power has always been punishment of the rebellious and the refractory." This means that punishment is not only used to punish individuals for their crimes, but also to maintain the power of those in control. Furthermore, Nietzsche saw the U.S. justice system as the ultimate form of punishment because of its power to both punish and ignore certain crimes. He described the ultimate development of punishment happening when society becomes so powerful it no longer needs to punish offenders, because it's already established a set of societal norms through previous iterations of punishment. Though the United States does allow some offenders to go free in a promotion of rehabilitation, it's hard to escape the reality of the harsh punishment faced by many incarcerated people in the United States. The United States justice system has been criticized for its harsh sentencing practices. According to the World Prison Brief, the United States has the highest incarceration rate in the world, with 655 prisoners per 100,000 people. This means that the U.S. is more likely to punish offenders with imprisonment than any other country. Additionally, the U.S. has a high rate of recidivism, meaning that offenders who are released from prison end up committing another crime and are sent back to prison. However, Nietzsche would have likely praised the U.S. justice system for allowing certain criminals to go free in an establishment of their transformation into productive members of society. In the Genealogy of Morals, he wrote that the ultimate development in the history of punishment was the abolition of the right of punishment. Nietzsche believed that the most effective form of punishment was not to have any punishment at all, but rather to have a transformation of the individual. He believed that punishment should be used to help individuals become better members of society, rather than simply to exert power and control over them. Despite these criticisms, it's important to note that Nietzsche's views on punishment are complex. He did not reject punishment entirely, but rather he argued for a more nuanced approach to the subject. Nietzsche believed that punishment should be used to transform individuals and help them become better members of society. He did not believe in punishment for punishment's sake, but rather saw it as a means to an end. In contrast, the U.S. justice system tends to focus more on punishment than rehabilitation. The United States is often criticized for its harsh sentencing practices and high rate of incarceration. While the U.S. justice system does offer some opportunities for rehabilitation, they're often limited, and they don't receive as much attention as punishment. So, Friedrich Nietzsche's views on punishment offer a thought-provoking critique of the U.S. justice system. By emphasizing the importance of rehabilitation and transformation over punishment, Nietzsche challenged traditional notions of justice and argued for a more nuanced approach to crime and punishment. His ideas may seem radical to some, but they offer a valuable perspective on the flaws and limitations of our current system. As we continue to debate the role of punishment in society, it's worth considering Nietzsche's views on the subject and the ways in which they can help us create a more just and equitable world. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments,